My name is Sydney Barker. I'm a 2024. I attend Rockland High School. I play for the travel ball team LTG Henderson Lively 16U. I am on varsity for my high school team on Rockland High School. I'm a 4-year starter on varsity. I'm out of Rockland, California, and my LTG travel ball team is out of Elk Grove, California. Working with Joe Henderson is one of the best things. I love my practices. I love the games. He brings light to the game. Having 2 daughters going through Cal Berkeley, playing softball, and continuing to USA Olympic team is just a really good opportunity for us girls on his travel ball teams. From the younger girls all the way to the 18s, he really does make a big impact on how we play the game and how we think about the game. One of my favorite moments that I think I have ever done is 12U. We were in a 16U tournament in Los Angeles, California. We were in the semifinals. We were down 2 runs. And my head coach, Joe Henderson, wasn't there, but we had an assistant coach from the 18U team come down to help us for the weekend. And he called timeout with 2 outs, few minutes left in the game when it was my up to bats with 2 runners on. And he kind of just told me, relax, if hit the ball, make an RBI, put someone in. I just got into the box and I hit a home run, and that was my first home run ever, was that game. And it was a walk-off, obviously. But yeah, it brought us into that championship game, and the momentum and just rounding third base and seeing all the girls so happy for me was definitely one of my favorite moments. My idol in the game of softball is Ali Carta. That's one of my head coach's daughters. She made it to the Olympics as well. And just seeing her get to the Olympics and from LTG was just really awesome. Knowing her as my coach's daughter is just super awesome. I have a few superstitions. I have sliding shorts. I have zebra print sliding shorts, and I always wear them with my black pants, because if I wear them with my white pants, they're see-through, so you could see the zebra print through my white pants. But that's one of my superstitions. And then before the game, sometimes I'll write something in the dirt, depending on the day or the month, what's going on. I'll just write something that encourages me, makes me smile, and makes me loosen up a little bit. I don't have any specific moments where I had to step up as a leader, but I feel one of the biggest moments is when we're down in the game or kind of going through the motions as a team a little bit. You just have to collectively and calmly tell everybody just to get it going, call timeout maybe in the infield, call in your outfielders, just let everybody take a deep breath and understand the game, talk about it a little bit, joke around in the circle, and let everybody play their game, because everybody's a great player and we just need to bring it out of them. When I'm not playing softball, I love to go to the lake, go on hikes, spend time with my family. I do have an older brother and an older sister, spending time with them, walking my dogs, hanging out with friends, stuff like that. My older brother played football, and my older sister played softball as well. They were very competitive, both made it to high school with their sports, and then just kind of died off a little bit from it, but they were both super competitive when they were playing the game. I definitely think having older siblings is an advantage, making me more mature, changing my mindset, making me realize I got to make that extra step to be the better player I want to be. Working out with me. When I was about 12, my sister would drive me to the gym every time I wanted to go, work out with me. My brother works out 24/7, always pushing me to be my best, and I think it's a great advantage, yeah. My parents always push me to be the best person I can, always finding new drills on Pinterest or YouTube, sending them to me, making sure I work out, making sure I eat well, and always reminding me that I'm doing this for a reason, pushing myself to get where I want to be, and even when I am where I want to be, push myself even harder to be a better player for sure. I want to be a business major. I was thinking a little bit in the nursing area, but then I kind of died off into the business major. I want to be in the broad spectrum of business, either a CEO or a manager of a business. And the next year, I want to get a lot stronger. This next year is really important for me as a player and a person. getting to know all the colleges that I've been visiting and getting to know in the next year as a team atmosphere. I love our atmosphere right now, but in the next year, like even when new girls come and go, it's just always welcoming them to the team and making sure that our atmosphere is great no matter what. Great atmosphere, great friendship, sisterhood, all of that just creates a great team. On the field, defense is definitely my strong suit. I got put at shortstop when I was 11 years old. I used to play second base. I've always worked my butt off for defense as well as offense, but defense has always been, even like having fun with it, diving in the dirt. I love it. Just making plays, it just brings me serotonin. I just love it. I definitely think that I need to work on my hitting. I'm great in the hitting aspect, don't get me wrong, but hitting is always something that you need to work on. Like when we go into the batting cages during winter, we just work our tails off in the batting cages, just cage after cage after cage, screwball, curveball, rise, drop, just working on every pitch, high tee, low tee, all different drills. There's always something to work on for hitting. To make myself a better player, after games and practices, writing in journals is a really good thing to do. Getting back on what you did right, what you did wrong, what you did good, what you did bad, and also watching your own film. We always film on the GoPro, set it up behind the fence. Watching your own film is one of the greatest things you could do. Your at-bats, your missed pass balls, just your base running, everything. Watching your own film is a really good idea. As much as I love defense, I definitely think that I would want to drive in the winning run. Being all the girls in the dugout is just crazy. Cheers here and there. Everyone's yelling. The dugout when we're hitting is especially like the loudest part of the game. Got to have a good dugout to have a good team. But yeah, everybody just piling on top of you at home plate is probably the best feeling. So I'd have to say making a great hit at the end of the game. I hope people remember me by my great attitude when I leave for college. No matter the situation, if we're down in a game, always bringing people up, being a leader. Like I said before, calling timeouts, making sure everybody's cool, calm, and collected, making sure that I always have my pitchers back, making sure that I was trusted in my coaches, and loyal to the game. When people see me, I hope that they think I'm a hard worker just from looking at me. I've heard that from a few coaches, but carrying that with you is like something awesome to hear. Like when you're at a new tryout or camp and you're talking to the coach, the greatest thing is like, oh, I could spot that you were a hard worker before I even talked to you or before I even saw you play. So having yourself together and presenting yourself as a hard worker is definitely something that I like to present myself as. What I've learned from the recruiting process so far is maturity, being able to keep yourself calm when coaches are watching you, not making the moment bigger than it is, just playing your game. And it's really not as scary as people think it is. Every coach is nice, wanting to talk to you. It's awesome. The recruiting process is awesome, and I love it. Yes, I take the approach that someone's always watching because you build a better bond and trust for not only your coaches but your teammates. During practice, I always act like someone is watching because you build that bond and trust not only with your coach but your players on your team. And always acting like someone is watching you is pushing yourself to be the best person you can, because obviously when you pretend a college coach is watching you, you're going to work your tail off and you're going to get around those bases and you're going to work as hard as you can. I think taking the field to the classroom has made me a better person. Respecting your teachers just as you respect your coaches, respecting your classmates just as you respect the players on your team. Knowing these girls as close as I do and not knowing my classmates very well, it's always just thinking of people as you don't know their story, and when you really get to know people, it's just awesome. I know when I've joined the team, a few girls have been like, ooh, what the heck? But when you get to know me, it's really just all fun, silly, and goofy. And I feel like I talk to a lot of people in my class like that a lot of people normally don't talk to, like making conversation and stuff like that. One thing that makes my team and I come together just to be silly and goofy, we all love to dance, whether we're good at it or not. on the bases after a good base hit, a little jiggy here and there, or before the game. We always play music. We have our stereo during warm-ups. Singing and dancing is definitely bringing a lot of smiles to our team. I think my favorite coaching moment has happened a few times, not just once, but when my coach comes up to me and says, hey, I really need you to get the team together and we need to focus up. And by that, I'm like, wow, like he really does think I'm a leader. I am the leader of this team. I need to get everybody together. Like when I'm in a good mood, they're in a good mood. Like I got to step it up so everybody else will step it up too.